This is WDIO Prep Sports Extra.
Hello, football fans. Welcome to Week 4 of Prep Sports Extra. I'm Spencer Pierce. Alongside me, of course, Liam Fellman. We'll hear from Mary Skorich shortly. Now, Liam, it's hard to believe that we're already 4 weeks into this football season.
You know, the age-old saying is time flies when you're having fun. I'm having a lot of fun, and plenty of these teams are doing just that as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Speaking of flying, the Hermantown Hawks have soared above all of the competition through their first 3 games this year, outscoring opponents 183-29. A road win for them last week, but another road test for Mike Zagelmeyer and company heading to Cloquet, who sits at 0-3. And early in the first quarter here, Hermantown's methodical march going to get capped off by a Martin Sleen touchdown run. Keep that one in the back pocket. You might hear it again. On the next drive, Jack Horvat goes absolute beast mode, takes it 76 yards to the Casa to tie things up. And I hope you're not tired of long runs, because on the very next play, Martin Sleen shows off the wheels, outruns the entire Cloquet defense to put the Hawks back in front. And if you thought Sleen was done, you're wrong. The junior's going to rip off another run to secure a first-half hat trick, and Hermantown stays unbeaten with a 41-21 win over Cloquet.
And just down the road, Esko put their 2-1 record on the line, coming in against 1-win Mora. After dropping their first game of the year, Esko's turned it on, winning their last 2 games in a row. Now, a couple false starts threatened to stall out their first drive in the red zone, but they get the toss to Ben Schmitz, who splits through the Mora DBs and barrels in for the touchdown. Esko on top 7-0 early. Rain really coming down now. Esko threatening again. They run a little speed option here. Ben Schmitz gets the pitch. He goes wide, takes it in for his second touchdown of the game, and a bad punt allowed to get right back into good field position. Handoff goes to Graham Hartlieb, who's also their kicker, fun fact, and he shoots through the gap and gets in untouched. Esko tramples Mora for their 3rd win in a row, 50-0. Hibbing and Proctor would both like to get in the win column and on the scoreboard tonight after both squads were shut out last week. Proctor's first drive, Logan Peterson tosses this out wide where Paul Wolf grabs it, tries to turn upfield, but the ball pops out, and Hibbing Samuel Blevins rumbles all the way to the end zone for 6, snapping the Blue Jacket streak of 8 scoreless quarters in a row. Hibbing now set up on the goal line after a fantastic punt return. Landon Krampetich doing his best Jalen Hurts impression. He punches this in on the QB sneak, extending Hibbing's lead to 14. You've seen his legs. Well, now we're going to show you his arm. Krampetich lost this to Evan Abate, who will haul it in the back of the end zone. What a sliding grab that was. Hibbing would hold on to win 36-0. And Mary, you braved the elements out there in Duluth as well.
That's right, Liam. I did, as Duluth Denfeld would attempt to take down an undefeated Pequot Lakes team averaging 52 points per game. Denfeld, on the other hand, has been kept off the scoreboard the last 2 weeks. But as they say, any given Friday. The Hunters would put themselves on the board early, with Jack King III rushing his way into the end zone for the first TD of the night. And a good kick would put the Hunters on the board 9-0. But Pequot Lakes is not going down easily. Griffin Hanna rounds the defense to find an opening, and he will bring the ball into scoring territory. And Pequot will remain undefeated, winning 27-24. Spencer, I heard that there was some action over the bridge tonight.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. A trip to Superior brings us to the NBC Spartan Complex, where Superior looks for their first win as well. They've scored 20 or 21 points in each matchup tonight against Menomonie. Superior finds themselves in a 16-point hole early. Mustangs with their foot on the gas all night. Runner Stoll bounces out right there, and Menomonie extends their lead even further. DJ Butler had himself a game as well. 2 touchdowns up until that point. He walks that in for a third, and Mustangs bullying Superior. And right before the half, Luke Pember getting in on the action. A tough night for the Spartans. They fall 42-6. We're going to take a look out of town now. Mountain Iron Buell with an early 1 o'clock game. You don't see that very often. But name a time and a place the Rangers are going to find the end zone. They took down East Central 52-0. And in International Falls, the Broncos fell just short of Aitkin. The Gobblers lit up the scoreboard with 34 points for their 3rd win of the season. Of course, just 2 games right there, but you can see all of them on WDIO.com. Guys, we're dried off.
Yeah.
It was a fun night.
My pants were still a little bit wet when we got into the suits and everything. Not these ones.
Yeah,
okay. I didn't wear my suit to go shoot the game.
I just wanted to make sure. Remember what the best part of tonight is?
What's that?
There's always next week.
That is
There
true.
you go.
And hopefully, Justin said it's going to be a little drier out there.
Fingers crossed, knock on wood, whatever you got to do. A little stitious, not superstitious.
Not superstitious. Yeah, that's all the time we have, though, tonight for Prep Sports Extra. Be sure to join us next week for your greatest gridiron hits. Have a good night.